Welcome back to that one James Bond game, GoldenEye 007, the N64 classic. Here we are, mission number 13. This is the Depot. No other details or names or descriptions, just Depot, Home Depot. Primary objectives: destroy computer network, obtain safe key, recover helicopter blueprints, and locate Trevelyan's trains. We're still on it about these blueprints and the helicopter and all this stuff. I don't even know why. Doesn't even apply to anything anymore. I mean, the helicopter got blown up missions ago, ages ago. But in any case, here we are, and there's a grainy, nondescript image of a warehouse, just in case you were wondering. So, background: Yanis Operations Base in St. Petersburg is located in a disused military rail depot. From here, the crime syndicate coordinates illegal arms deals, international terrorism, and extortion. Man, sounds rough. Quite a nest of vipers, 007. Do your best to disrupt the Yanis operations. We'd be particularly interested if you could retrieve their blueprints for a modified version of the stealth helicopter. Seems they may be thinking of going into production. Again, comma splice. That is inappropriate. Should have been a semicolon or even a hyphen or something there. We also believe that Oramov has taken Natalia to Trevelyan's converted missile train in the depot. You need to be on that train when it leaves. Alright. Got a pretty sophisticated computer network hidden away somewhere in that depot. Be a good chap and shut it down for them. Don't forget to blow up Yanis arms cache. I'm just sorry I can't be there myself to enjoy the fireworks. Again, Q providing us with no gadgets whatsoever, so just a gun. Don't miss your train, James. Beautiful. So here we go. This is the depot, the depot, disused military depot. And music is kind of like low-key warlike here. Like, they really think you're going to be going to war in this stage, which is kind of the case, but, you know, you got a nice red star there. And again, we got a gloomy sky. This is not a mission that I used to frequent growing up and playing this game, because I didn't like any of these night stages. They were always just too creepy for me. So Psycho, Pistachio, whatever you think that is, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Don't really want to know. I always like when they let you start off with the unsilenced version of the PP7. It's got a nice sound to it, nice bang to it. But we won't be using it for terribly long, because this is one of the rare instances when we get to use a gun other than the KF-7 Soviet or the Klobs. So we're going to be switching to the D5K Deutsch as soon as possible. Here, this guy is clipping through the walls, just doing whatever he wants to do, and we're getting a little out of hand here. I don't want to get way off the beaten path here just yet. So, all right, this is where we started. So let's switch to our double D5Ks, because we can, and we're getting, like I said, this is a little warlike here. We got a whole mess of Yanis soldiers coming at us. They will run, they will do the casual walk, they will dual wield, and there is lots of ammo to be had on this stage, so we don't have to worry about that too much. And of course they do spawn infinitely. I guess to this, since I've mentioned a couple of little complaints here already, this would be a good time to start. I mean, we're more than halfway through the game at this point. There's only like 18 missions, I think, in the regular base game. It'd probably be a good time to start formulating our thoughts, a good review of good old GoldenEye 007 here. So yeah, I mean, gun variety. It's funny, like, growing up, I always thought this game had, like, this huge variety of guns. I don't know what that's supposed to say. Slayer? Freeze? Got some different graffiti decals here on some of these shipping containers, just showing some of that off. But yeah, I always thought, like, man, this game has, like, 40 guns in it or something, and you have all these different guns, and you're using them all the time, and it's just really hasn't been the case. It's been, like I said, KF-7 Soviet, Klobs, PP-7, silenced PP-7. Get that body armor there. There's a lot of body armor to be had on this stage, so that is a nice change of pace. You know, and maybe a couple other guns here and there. You do get the D5Ks a decent bit towards the end of the game. But by and large, you just get standard crap. There's nothing real exciting as far as guns go. Just like there's nothing real exciting about this area over here. Little house in the middle of the depot. And then, you know, you can run through here. And if you go far enough, you know, you may not know this. Oh, I guess we can't go anywhere. This is not Half-Life 2. Anyway, what was I saying about the weapons? You do get the D5Ks a little bit starting now, which is nice. I like these guns. They are fun to use. They sound nice. They look cool. But weapon variety is very much lacking in this game, so that was kind of a surprise in playing through this again, because I always thought there was just a lot more variety than what we've been seeing. Alright, this is just getting crazy here. They're just all over the place. I'm going to show you every single one of these warehouses, even though there's nothing exciting except body armor occasionally, you know, and some steel crates. Steel crates, interestingly, cannot be blown up, unlike almost everything else in the game. Although I'm told there are 2 steel crates in the first stage that you can blow up. I don't know. I haven't tested it myself. But so yeah, weapon variety is not as good, like as especially compared to WoW. Especially compared to like Perfect Dark, which has a lot more unique and interesting designs. Of course, it's got the reload animations. That makes everything seem a lot cooler as well. But that's definitely been one of the weak points of this game. And there's some more body armor there. Oh, I guess I can't pick it up yet. It must be full body armor. There's no way. As many hits as I've taken? Is that as much body armor as you can get? It's probably something like you can't go past like a maximum point or something. This stage does have... the next thing I was going to talk about was the enemy AI and variety and whatnot. Enemy behavior. He just threw a grenade at me, didn't he? This stage, they actually will like stake out like that, which is interesting. You haven't seen that up to this point, where enemies will, if you're in a building like this, they will not charge in after you. They will wait outside and point the guns at the door. So that is kind of a interesting change for this stage, and pretty much only this stage as far as I'm aware. So yeah, I think that's this whole area here. But I don't remember there being so many of these instances where enemies just rush at you from like an infinite spawn point throughout the entirety of the stage. And that seems to be what is like most of the game. I always remembered it as being kind of like, you know, this obviously wasn't like Halo level enemy AI or anything like that, but I remember the encounters being a little more scripted and like you could clear stages out. But so far that doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, there's a couple stages early on where you can basically clear the stage of enemies, but you know, I guess I could on the archives and whatnot. But for the most part, especially, you know, surface bunker, etc., there's some enemy infinite spawn point somewhere in the stage, and they just will spawn and spawn and spawn and run at you no matter where you are on the stage. And it's annoying. It's not very good, not very interesting design as far as enemies go. So I think that is a weakness as well. So in any case, we need to let's close this door actually, so we don't get ambushed. So this is the computer warehouse. As you can see, they have a satellite there, so that's all good. And up in the corner there will be an automatic machine gun, which is already firing at us. I don't think I have any sort of explosives I can use. That would be kind of... no, I literally have nothing. So we're going to have to... maybe I could snipe it with... we'll snipe it with a single D5K, because you can aim a little bit better, I think, here. Oh, wow. It's just turned and firing immediately, huh? north, trick it a little bit. And, okay, we're just gonna stand back. Oh, where did you come from? I have no idea. Holy crap. Wow, that was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, here's all our computers. That thing was way too buff. I don't really like that. And yeah, you know, I mean, well, we got some DOS prompts going here. We got some swivel chairs. Must be up to some shady nonsense. There is a key on the table there, so we'll pick that up. Might be needing that for something, as told by our objective being completed. Don't know what that says. I don't read Russian, or especially not blurry Russian. And there's one of the servers has already been destroyed. I actually don't know if you need to destroy everything in here. No, you just need to destroy the screen. That's it. So, in the past, I would always blow up all their computers and whatnot, but we can save Yanis a little bit of money on replacements and leave their computers intact, I guess. Someone can come back and pick them up later. Wow, here we go. See, we're getting staked out here, which is, as I said, unique to this stage. They don't ever seem to do this anywhere else. Alright. So, our ammo's actually getting a little low, surprisingly. Well, that puts an end to that, I guess. Let's go in here now, because there is more body armor to be had. Not in this warehouse, unfortunately. This place does give me a little bit of Shenmue harbor vibes. Obviously, it's not nearly as well developed or visually interesting, but it does, just the warehouse number 8 and all of that does give me a little bit of that nostalgia. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing. It's always good to be reminiscent of Shenmue. Oh man, we got another little outpost here. Looks like that's the weapons cache. Okay, that's a beautiful thing. So we're gonna get this guy out of here. We're gonna close this door. Close the door. And we'll see what we got here. We'll see what we got here. Let's try not to just pick everything up so we can actually look at it here. So it looks like some KF-7 Soviets. Of course, we need lots of those. Looks like a rocket launcher, some rockets. Got some ammo crates, you know, the classic ammo crate. First-person shooter style. Got some D5Ks there. Nice to see all these models out in plain view. Not sure what those are. Is that some more? That maybe Klobs. Let's go up here. Get a full view of everything there. Very nice. So, pick all that proximity mines. Nice to see. Rocket launcher, rocket. We'll definitely be using that a little bit. KF-7 Soviet. D5K ammo. So what all we got here? Rocket launcher. Okay, so those were not Klobs, I guess. Well, surely we will be staked out by a bunch of dudes here, so we're just gonna... Man. Getting low on health here. I need to pick up some... Pick up a little bit of body armor soon. Alright, we used all of our rockets up already. Man, this isn't too good, is it? I don't want to get killed. Don't want to get killed. I don't think we've really gotten killed yet too much, have we? In this playthrough. At least not on camera. Failed some objectives, that's for sure, but... Okay, so weapons cache is clear. That was nothing that we needed to do for the secret agent difficulty, but it is fun regardless. Man, there's no body armor in here either. I thought there was body armor like literally everywhere in this stage. Let's see what's in here. Ah, very good, very good. Need that. So yeah, I don't, as far as reviews go, I don't mean to, you know, shit all over the game or anything. It's, it's not like it's a bad game. It's definitely, it's a product of its time. And at the time, I mean, the strength of this game always was, at least for me, was the, it puts you in this world, this spy world, puts you in these stages, you're on the ground, you're moving around, you're in first-person mode, and, as far, like, for console gamers, especially youngsters, it was not something that you got to do all the time, so, I mean, your imagination just ran wild playing this game. And, my friends and I always used to like, taking Nerf guns, and, I had a video camera back in the day. I was, lucky enough to have a, it probably cost hundreds of dollars back then, $1,000 or something. I have a little camcorder, and, we'd make little movies, spy movies and stuff, and, and of course, GoldenEye was always one of our big sources of inspiration. GoldenEye Perfect Dark. So, not to talk down on the game. Obviously, it is a goated game, as they say. It's just it is definitely showing its age if you play it now. Interestingly, look at this Psycho decal here. That looks really good, whereas all the other ones are like really low res and crappy looking. So I don't really understand that. Okay, so we have the safe key, and that will be useful coming up soon here. Just want to make sure we've gone into all of the... Did I go into this one? I think I already did, right? Yeah, that's got some body armor I couldn't pick up. So, we're about at the point where we can think about concluding the stage here. So we've been, most of this stuff in this environment has been pretty ugly, nondescript, uninteresting looking. So this is one of the few areas where you get to this area and you're like, man, this looks a little different here. There's a door, an actual opening door. It's not a garage door. And you get this nifty little staircase and the nice window lighting on the floor there. I wonder if that's in the original N64. That kind of lighting seems a little advanced for N64. But I guess it probably has to be, right? It's probably just painted on. So this is kind of a unique little warehouse. Got the shutters pulled on the windows there. Got the blueprints, which was one of our objectives. Let's see if we can take a look at the blueprints. Blueprints. Man, that's some technical specs right there. We needed those. What does it say on the bottom there? It's scrolling too fast. I can't see it. So, anyway, let's stick to our D5Ks. And they'll even stake you out on the stairs. That's pretty interesting. So, this door is still locked. Not really sure what you have to do to get through there. At some point, you can just do it. Seems like. Oh no, you know what? I think there's another door. Isn't there a door up top here? Yeah, there we go. And right here's the train. This is Trevelyan's train. And of course, we got a few stragglers that are going to come in and try to murder us. I don't know what these windows are up here, and that just looks out at the sky. Are those windows, or are they just... Oh, wait. Is that like bad geometry or something? No idea. It looks like they're supposed to be windows. Can't shoot them out, though. Alright. Enough dilly-dallying here. Let's close this up. And now there's a couple ways you can approach this train here. You can either open it up and shoot the guys that are sitting right there on the doorstep, or you can just walk on the train. It's much cooler if you just walk on the train because you get a nice James Bond style animation here where he just blows these guys away. Actually, James Bond doesn't really murder people like that too much. But in this game he does. It's all about it. So that is mission complete. Take a look at our shot total, 1440. That's pretty high. 105 kills. You know, so small army of soldiers dispatched quite easily, of course. And next up, we will be moving on to the train, another famous mission. So I will see you then. Bye.